Okay, let's continue. So, consider the usual three-dimensional space. Note that we saw that points in the plane can be given by ordered pairs of real numbers. Once we set up x-axis and y-axis, every point in the plane is given by an ordered pair of reals and vice versa. So we can ask, can we do the same for three-dimensional space? Can we specify points in three-dimensional space using numbers? So we can ask, can we specify points in 3D space using numbers? So we can consider perpendicular axes. So consider three perpendicular axes. So x-axis, y-axis and a z-axis. This is in three-dimensional space. Consider three perpendicular axes in three-dimensional space. Now let P be a point in the three-dimensional space. For convenience, we can, in the picture, we can take P like this. So consider perpendicular axes, three perpendicular axes this time, x-axis, y-axis and a z-axis. Let P be a point in three-dimensional space. So now what is the address of P? Note that the address of P is so in this case you can call this quantity x, call this quantity y and call this quantity z. Then the address of this point P is begin at the origin, go x units in the x direction, then go y units in the y direction, capital Y units in the y direction, and then go capital Z units in the z direction. So this is the address of P. You first, so if I were to, sorry, where is the, so here's the laser pointer. First go capital X units, begin at the origin, go capital X units in the x direction, then go capital Y units in the y direction. So this is the y direction, and you're going capital, then you're going capital Y units in the y direction, and then you're going capital Z units in the z direction. So that is the address of P. So to repeat the diagram again, or okay, I'll just draw it here. First go capital X units in the x direction, then go capital Y units in the y direction, and then go capital Z units in the z direction. So this is the address of P. We say, in this case we say capital X, capital Y, capital Z are the coordinates of P. So for example, so we'll take some basic example. So this point is, so as usual this is x-axis, this is y-axis, and this is z-axis. This is three-dimensional space, and the origin has coordinate 0, 0, 0. Its address is 0, 0, 0. You begin at the origin, you move 0 units in the x direction, then you move 0 units in the y direction, then you move 0 units in the z direction. That is the address of the origin, right? So and we can consider some other points. For example, this point is 2 comma 3 comma 0. Its address is begin at the origin, move 2 units along the x direction, move 3 units in the y direction, and move 0 units in the z direction. This is the address of this point. Hence this point has coordinates 2 comma 3 comma 0. And so just above this point 2 comma 3 comma 0, we can for example, you have this point. This point is 2 comma 3 comma 3, because its address is move 2 units in the x direction, then go 2 units in the y, 3 units in the y direction, then go 3 units in the z direction. This is the address of this point. So this point is 2 comma 3 comma 3. Then likewise, so you can have another point. So just a bit below this 2 comma 3 comma 0 point. So this point will be it's hard to draw, but yeah, you get the idea. So this point will be 2 comma 3 comma minus 2, because its address is move 2 units in the x direction, then go 3 units in the y direction, then go minus 2 units in the z direction. That will take you to this point. Hence this point is 2 comma 3 comma minus 2. So these are a couple of basic examples. And likewise, so note that like with the plane, every point in 3D space is given by an ordered list capital X, capital Y, capital Z of reals, and vice versa. Every ordered list of reals gives a point in 3-dimensional space. So we can specify points in 3-dimensional space using ordered lists of 3 real numbers. So which are the addresses of those points with respect to some fixed x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. So every point in 3-dimensional space is given by an ordered list of reals and vice versa. Okay, so that's how we specify points, coordinates of points in the ordinary 3-dimensional space which we live in. Okay, so that's all for this part. See you in the next part.